Well, I hope everybody had an amazing February. Sorry, the videos that month weren't as exciting, but now we're back to our original programming. And I figured, why not start the month with something new? Now, this is another one of those where I'm not going to cover the whole series. This is me branching out and attempting to, find new things I might be interested. First, I did Beastars, and now I'm doing, as you can tell from the title and the picture, Full Metal Panic. And for once, I was actually pleasantly surprised. First of all, the opening was really killer, actually. And the animation and the style of everything was obviously very early 2000s, because that's where, it came from. But the opening already had me hyped. For once, the main girl didn't peeve me. Usually I get kind of annoyed by them in some aspects. Now, mind you, I only watched the first 2 episodes, but I really like her as a person. And there's this weird girl at the start. I don't know how important she is to the story, but man, it just killed me. Had me laughing out loud because these dudes were like shooting billions of bullets at her and yet they missed every single time. What the heck? I've never shot a gun in my life, and I feel like I could shoot her after a few tries. She wasn't even trying to dodge, really. Suspension of disbelief on that aside, my other gripe, honestly, was a cosmetic thing, but the robots, the mechas are boring, dude. I don't know if it's because I'm more used to Voltron and stuff, but they're just so plain. Another mainish character is Kurt Weber. And I feel like maybe he's a character of his time, because there's no way he as a character would be able to exist in today's day and age and not be canceled. There would be people canceling him. He's too much of a womanizer. And I think he's like a teenager. He can't be older than 20. I don't know if he's like maybe 18, 19 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's still hitting on a 16-year-old. And I don't know how I feel. Other than that, he isn't that bad of a character if you can get rid of his, creepy womanizing side. He's more like a comedic character, I guess. And I mean, I don't hate him. I just think he has some weird perverted side. Melissa here is probably my favorite out of everyone so far. Mind you, only 2 episodes in. I just love how in command and spunky and just, no nonsense. And I love the dynamic between her and Kurtz and how she doesn't put up with any of his crap. Finally, we have Sosuke as the main character, I can tell. And I think this guy might have a social disorder. I'm not sure. But he has no social cues. And he's clearly a virgin. And I don't know, maybe it's because he's a child soldier. I'm not sure. But he is constantly put in situations that would be considered perverted. But you can tell he's not perverted. Also, he keeps getting his guns taken away. And that is freaking hilarious. A lot of his scenes definitely got a little bit of a chuckle out of me. Especially the scene where you see here where he's like tied to a chair. And he made his way back to the base in the chair. Like, just the idea of him just kind of like hopping around in that chair, just trying to get over to, where he needs to be, and people just like watching like, huh. There's also this like super random classmate who just looks up in almost like adoration at Sosuke when he's first introduced himself. Like, oh my gosh, we have so much in common, our love for military stuff. And I don't know, he was just kind of adorable. I'm not really going to go into the plot. I think you should look into it yourself and watch it because I don't want to give spoilers or anything. But the plot's not exactly revolutionary or new. Maybe it was more in its time. But it was still enjoyable, and I can see why it was on a ton of popular anime lists of anime you need to watch if, you're an anime fan. I even see the makings of a potential ship here between Kurtz and Sosuke. I don't know. They seem like they could be an interesting couple. Heck, I even slightly ship Kurtz and Melissa. Just maybe not Kurtz with anybody under the age of 18, because I feel like he is at least 18 years old. I'm not too big of a fan of some of the perverted stuff, if you can't tell, but it's not as bad as some of the stuff that goes on nowadays. So it's kind of tame compared. I would definitely watch more, if only to see more of how their mecha suits work, because I'm very curious about that, as boring as they can be. I do like a good mecha fight, so I'm very curious to see, all those play out. And for that reason alone, I definitely plan on watching more of this series as it goes on. Just not right now, because I'm too plump full of stuff to watch. Oh, and I don't know if it's a coincidence or what's going on here, but there's some kind of interdimensional overlap going on in Full Metal Panic, because that stuffed animal looks just like that creature from Amagai Brilliant Park. I'm just saying. All in all, based on the first 2 episodes, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It might go lower as I watch it. It might go higher. I don't know, but I'm hooked. Make sure to let me know down below what your guys' thoughts are on Full Metal Panic. Have you guys watched it? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? What's going on with that? And stay tuned, because the next video this week will be me doing an episode review of Skate the Infinity, which I'm extremely behind on. And I'm really nervous because I've heard some spoilers for future episodes and I don't know about the drama. But either way, we're getting back to the old stuff that I was reviewing weekly, and I'm excited. So, yeah. All right. Bye.